Hey everyone, welcome back to Agile Unlocked. I'm Coach RL, and today we're diving into something that's been buzzing in every Agile circle lately: artificial intelligence. Now, before you picture a robot Scrum Master running your stand-ups, let's get real about what AI actually means for Agile teams. So, why does AI matter in Agile software development? Well, at its core, Agile is all about adaptability, speed, and delivering value fast. AI, when used right, can supercharge those qualities. Think about it. AI can help Scrum, Lean, and Kanban teams get more precise with their planning, spot patterns in workflow that humans might miss, and even automate some of the repetitive stuff that slows us down. It's not about replacing people, it's about making us more effective. But let's address the elephant in the room. There are a lot of myths floating around, like AI is going to take over sprint planning, or the robots are coming for our jobs. I mean, I get it. Hollywood's been selling us that story for years, but in reality, AI is more like a supercharged assistant. It's not making the decisions for us. It's giving us better data so we can make smarter choices. I remember the first time I used an AI tool to help prioritize backlog items. I was honestly a little skeptical. I thought, okay, is this thing gonna spit out something that actually makes sense? Or am I about to get a list of features that nobody asked for? Spoiler alert. Nobody was replaced by a robot, and the team actually found the suggestions helpful. It was like having a really fast, data-driven teammate who never gets tired of sorting through Jira tickets. So, if you're worried about AI taking over your Agile team, don't be. It's more about power-ups than takeovers. And honestly, if you listen to our last episode on WIP limits, you know I'm all about making work visible and reducing bottlenecks. AI just gives us another lens to see what's really going on in our teams. All right, let's talk about how AI is actually boosting collaboration and decision making, because that's where things get really interesting. So let's talk about collaboration. One of the coolest things I've seen lately is teams using AI tools like ChatGPT, for example, to support retrospectives or even help write user stories. I know it sounds a little out there, but hear me out. Sometimes you're staring at a blank Confluence page, trying to wordsmith a user story, and your brain just stalls. AI can jump in, suggest formats, or even help you rephrase acceptance criteria so it's clearer for everyone. It's like having a brainstorming buddy who's always available, doesn't judge, and never gets tired of sticky notes. And it's not just about writing. AI can actually analyze team dynamics, like who's talking the most in retros, or if certain topics keep coming up. I've seen teams use AI-driven insights to improve estimation and sprint planning accuracy. For example, if your team's always underestimating how long something will take, AI can spot that trend and nudge you to adjust your estimates. It's not magic, but it's a lot faster than combing through months of sprint data by hand. Here's a question I get a lot. Can AI detect when a team is heading toward burnout faster than a traditional Agile coach? I mean, I'd like to think I have a pretty good radar for when my teams are getting stretched too thin, but AI can pick up on signals I might miss, like a sudden spike in after-hours commits or a drop in participation during stand-ups. It's not about replacing the human touch, but it's a great early warning system. And honestly, anything that helps us take care of our teams before things go sideways is a win in my book. So, AI isn't just a fancy add-on. It's becoming a real partner in how we collaborate and make decisions. But how does this play out in the day-to-day of Scrum, Kanban, and Lean teams? Let's get into some real-world use cases. All right, let's get practical. How are teams actually using AI in their daily agile routines? Take Kanban, for example. One team I worked with used an AI tool to visualize workflow bottlenecks. Instead of just looking at a board and guessing where things were stuck, the AI highlighted patterns like, hey, your code review column is always jammed on Thursdays. It was like having a detective on the team, pointing out clues we might have missed. In Scrum, I've seen AI automate test generation, which is a game changer for teams trying to keep up with fast delivery cycles. Instead of spending hours writing repetitive test cases, the AI can draft them based on user stories, freeing up developers and testers to focus on the tricky stuff. And from a lean startup perspective, experimenting with AI lets teams get feedback faster. You can run quick experiments, analyze results, and pivot without waiting for a big quarterly review. It's all about shortening those feedback loops, which, if you've read The Lean Startup, you know is the name of the game. Oh, and I have to share this. At a recent workshop, we had an AI bot try to estimate team velocity. The developers were, let's just say, skeptical. There were a lot of raised eyebrows and a few jokes about Skynet. But when the bot's estimate was actually pretty close to what the team had predicted, you could see the wheels turning. Now, I'm not saying the AI nailed it every time. Sometimes it was way off and we all had a good laugh, but it got the team thinking differently about how they approach estimation. So whether you're running Scrum, Kanban, or Lean, AI is finding its way into the daily rhythm of Agile teams. It's not about replacing what makes Agile great. It's about amplifying it. And as always, experiment, inspect, and adapt. That's how we grow. Thanks for tuning in to Agile Unlocked. I'm Coach RL, and I'll catch you next time as we keep unlocking new ways to level up your Agile game, one power up at a time.